I'm on the west side of Broad Street heading south. Symphony House. Been in here a few times to take care of people's pets. What's going on here? Word up, got big dig. Still looking for dead bodies. But Epic Church, a church that goes by Epic, they've used it on Sundays. I don't know if they still do or not. Are they still open? Medical marijuana place. Water. Most people in the center city downtown area, at least, and maybe some other zip codes, got a class action suit postcard about the water company. Oh, it was actually, no, it was about bottled water. I was wondering, like, I noticed that sometimes, occasionally, the water in our building had a little something extra, you know. There's a lot of homeless in the city, and sometimes the water would come off as like damp towel syndrome, you know, like say you're at a gym and you're sweating a lot and you forget to launder your gym clothes for like 2 weeks. That aroma can come up, but it also comes up for people who wind up on the streets and it's raining, and you know what I mean. And sometimes the water from the kitchen faucet had that aroma, and I was like, I wonder like if there's a major issue underground or whatever. So anyway, lo and behold, a postcard comes in the mail, but it's about bottled water. Almost like bottled water as if it were tap water bottle. I don't know what the problem was, because a couple things came up in my case where things were class action suited out. And I was like, I'll just join the group, you know, get like a $2 check or whatever. And see what happens. If the universe messes up in your case and they force you into certain situations, in order to correct the error, class action suits might start sprouting up all over the place. So I think there was a lot of corrective services or correction needed because of how bad my situation was, through no fault of my own. It's like a new form of human trafficking, if you will. Kind of Pizzagate-ish. I kind of already was compassionate and, you know, concerned about people in certain situations. But I was on the borderline of, I kind of buy Pizzagate, because back when they had the Pizzagate conspiracy, because I was swirled around so much in this city, I was worried, like, they could take you down and all of a sudden you disappear. And if your parents really have no clue, like, anything I tried to explain about what was happening went kind of over their heads or around, because it was beyond their threshold or capacity. I thought it said Piscopo, but it said PepsiCo. So I was like, who's Joe Piscopo? Oh, PepsiCo. So, but I'm sure the Piscopos of the world do have a group, and they probably control people. But also, I grew up on Pepsi. I had to give up sodas in the 90s. So I do all natural stuff now, organic. My mom used to say, we should own stock in Pepsi. That was back in the 70s and 80s. Like, so anyway, in the 90s, I would come off of like high fructose corn syrup sodas, with the occasional return, because Coca-Cola somehow looked really good. Like Coke Classic, and you get the bottles that are extra delicious with the red label, and you open it and the effervescence. I totally understand all that, but absolutely not. No normal sodas. Ever since I wound up on a raw vegan, organic, it's just vegetarian because I do have dairy in my yogurt. Oh look, edible arrangements. Speaking of eating the right way, hey, you think this was all like a setup today? And I have no idea what it is. It just comes up, so I go ahead and play with it while on the camera. These days it's not too bad. In the past it would all have negative connotations. Like, in a way I would worry that I was an edible arrangement. Do you see? Because certain things happen that are way out there, possibly in Pizzagate land. And I was like, do people take a big bite out of me every time you see a 7-Eleven big bite hot dog box on the ground? That was used to threaten me, because I was like, I feel like people keep taking big bites because weird things would happen with, back then, with clients or contacts or whatever, people I knew. And it's like, ouch, they really know how to mess with someone big time, and there's nothing you can do because, first of all, I'm not much of a police person. Like, I don't like people getting in trouble. But if people are raping you to death mentally or through some form of a game, what do you do? Like, do you go to the police and say, okay, so, all right, free samples, New Hope premium fountain, it's good for everyone. The thing is, that's like a fresh juicing van, but it also, see how it looks a little bit questionable, like a bad ice cream truck? You see that? So, like, you know it's good for you. You're supposed to like it because it's all natural. But what do they mean by all natural? Okay? So all of a sudden we're in pedophile land. You know, oh, it's natural to be like this. It's this, that, and the other. So, and that could be fed down from the heavens. From the heavens, I'm just using that word, but down from the skies. So all kinds of people justify all kinds of things. And technically it shouldn't be justified, certain things that actually traumatize people. So anyway, but back to the point of, you know, I have no idea who let the dogs out on my ass in 2011, but it was so bad that some people, it's better off, you know, for some distant family members, unless they're, you know, but it's better off for them, for it to seem like they're kind of on the dark, or I don't want to say dark side, because I'm talking about people in like Florida and stuff, to kind of seem like they aren't friends in case they get bitten too. Like, that came up as a theory, unless they're just bad, even though they look good with a cute little house that big fence. So, you know, going to college and everything. Ladder 5, RIT. So, anyway, is this open? Rite Aid left us. So Rite Aid bailed out of Philadelphia. It's, you know, this is happening in big cities where a lot of stores are bailing because of, you know, bad things going on, raids and stuff, like raiding shoplifters and stuff like that. Rite Aid left, and it was spelled like the Scottish Rite, like R-I-T-E. So, it smells good though down here. I don't know what it is, but the best I can do on meat would be Impossible Meat or